So again, want to thank all of you here for joining us here. I'm sitting here with NYGMA, who is a five-piece group from Dallas, Texas. Now, first off, just want to give a happy belated birthday to Daniel. Just had his birthday.
Hey.
So
Happy
first
birthday.
off, shouts out there.
Bro, it's
25.
crazy. 25. We first met each other when he was 21 or turned 21.
Y'all are so young.
I know.
Kind of how I feel when I hear like numbers like that. Squatch
Right.
is eternal. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. Squatches don't die.
My dad's like an adamant believer in Bigfoot, so I'm gonna have to tell him we had a meeting.
Oh, you should definitely show him this. Now, you guys did just release your new single, White Zombie, and put a video out. Tell us
Yes,
about
sir.
that one.
Oh, what can we say
Yeah, there's a lot to say on that one.
about that? That song has been done for so long now for us.
Yeah.
But it first started out, all the vocals were from Bernie, and Bernie did all the vocals. And then
Yeah.
last minute before we released the album, we're like, Danny, just put your vocals at the end. And he's like, nah. And we're like,
No,
do
Bernie
it."
told me to write a part on it.
Yeah, write a part on it.
And I was like, what? We were about to release,
Yeah.
or not release it, but we were about to have it done and have all the demos mastered and everything. And he's like, hey, put a part on that. And I was like, what? And Colton's like, yeah, do it. And Bernie was like, yeah, do it. And I was like, what am I supposed to put on there? I was like,
We're like
the song the song sounded fine. So I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. So
But it elevated
He-
it, though.
yeah, after he did his part, the song was basically finished and was perfect.
I definitely think it's our most energetic to play. It's probably in my top 2 or 3 favorites to play. It's a good crowd pleaser and a good closer too.
Dude, it's nuts.
It's the
I love doing that one.
It's the perfect closer.
Yeah.
My favorite closer.
Oh man, I really want
I don't.
I don't know if we're allowed to talk about it, but we have a newer song that's also really hyped that Colton wrote. And I think that one whenever we release it, that might be my favorite closer.
It's going to be a closer? For a concert.
Dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Live.
It could be
Hands of the
a intro
Arsenic.
too, though, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty hype
Yeah.
either way.
But
That's to say, White Zombie up till that point.
Yeah. I don't think we've ended with any other song besides White Zombie, have we, Caleb?
Nope, it's always been White Zombie.
Yeah.
In my time in the band.
Yeah, before that it was Fake Everything, but
Oh
Yeah.
the first show I played.
First concert.
We played at that
Coffee shop.
the Christian
Don
spot
Shredder.
or
Don
whatever.
Shredder.
yeah. We're not allowed back there.
Yeah, we're not allowed back there at all, bro.
Why is that?
Because me and Daniel knocked down the lights, and there were 2 different shows.
Yeah, 2 different shows, 2 different. They weren't full metal light fixtures. They were just string lights, the paper mache lights or whatever.
Right.
That was cool.
We didn't mean to, but we pulled them down. On top of that, we were kind of turned.
Extremely turned.
We were, yeah.
And we weren't
We had
supposed to be because we were at this Christian place, but we brought our own stuff. So
Yeah. They were serving coffee there, so it was
Oh no, you know what it was too? We were drinking a 5th of whiskey.
yeah, Bernie had the
And-
Jack. Dude,
in the car.
Bernie, like, he was like, hey, do you want some of this Jack? And I was like, we can't drink that. And he was like, we can if no one sees it.
And there's like church people walking by us, and we're just like taking shots.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude.
Classic.
And that is wicked.
Promise.
But
We're
yeah,
not sacrilegious.
Now, you guys did just put out a 2-track split with Blisshead. Tell us about how this came about, and also the process you guys went through, and will we be seeing you guys do this again in the future?
these are Bernie questions, but
We have,
but
um,
they're friends on YouTube, really. Bernie's friends on YouTube, and they're talented guys. And they asked us to do a project with them, and we're like, sure, because we had like these old demos already ready to go. So
weren't they supposed to be on,
what?
weren't they supposed to be on the album originally?
No, actually both of them were supposed to be on the album, but we never felt like they were right, but we finally got them done.
Yeah.
So that's how it really happened with the Blisshead.
No. You guys think you're going to be doing anything like that again? Working on collaborations?
Probably, man. Who knows?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
hope to.
I'm in another band that me and Colton and Bernie have talked about doing like a dual album with forever, but never done it. But we've talked about it quite a bit.
We're always down to work with our buddies at the end of the day. So
Yeah, I'm sure that question was meant more like generally rather than within. I was just throwing it out there since we talked about it. We ended up developing like this weird circle of bands that like we're not in the bands, but we end up jamming with them at their shows for them when people can't make it and stuff. Like there's this dude named Roger who's in a band called Dust Mothers, and we'll jam with him and he'll jam with us. And then in side bands that some people are in, we'll play in other people's bands who also play in NYGMA and stuff like that. It's like a whole weird thing.
Roger's played with us like 3 times, I think.
Yeah. Nathan played with us.
Yeah.
Right on. That sounds pretty awesome. You guys got this tight-knit group where you guys kind of can interchange and play with each other like that.
Yeah.
Now, have been seeing of recent, unlike many bands, you guys have actually had the chance to get out over the last couple months and be able to do some performances. Tell us how these shows have felt versus what you guys have done in the past, and what do you have planned for the rest of this year regarding shows?
Caleb, you can answer this one first.
The experience has actually been pretty cool. I mean, granted, the rules have changed, just like the rules have changed everywhere. But it was very fulfilling to be able to play on a stage for some people, because I personally hadn't played since February, which was the album release show, and then they played one show after that without me because I was out of town. But the experience was great. The bar that we played at in Houston, the sound. It's always nice when we play a place where we can feel what we're playing. Like instead of, because like when they got a nice sub and stuff like that. So it's definitely been one of my favorite places to play. And as far as the rest of this year goes, we've talked about a couple of things. Nothing show wise. But as far as content goes, we have talked about a couple of things. But as of right now, I don't think we're really booked or scheduled to do much of anything until February. And I'm not sure if we're even allowed to say what we're doing then. So I'm just going to not say that and not get in trouble. But it'll be in the Austin area, so I'll say that. But I don't know. We'll see what shakes loose. As of right now, we're excited. We're going to keep pumping out the content as much as possible until we're allowed to actually get back out to the bars and play like legit.
We had 2 podcasts this last weekend.
Yeah,
was a lot
last
of
weekend we
fun.
did that podcast.
Yeah. I don't know, man. All we're doing is just a lot of content because shows aren't really going on right now. So
I looked up. So I didn't get to play either of the shows that they played at the Acadia because I had COVID and my dad also had COVID, so I had to wait to do anything. But whenever they played those shows, they actually had Roger fill in, who I was talking about earlier. But I was looking up people who have played at the Acadia, and they've had some hitters play at the Acadia. So I was like really upset that I didn't get to play.
yeah, we met a lot of good bands.
It was
I
legit.
don't remember what name I saw specifically, but I just remember Googling the Acadia in Houston, and I remember seeing some of the names of people that had played there. I think I saw Anderson .Paak pop up, but I'm not positive. But me and Colton,
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, me, Colton, and Byrne love his music. So, but even if it wasn't him, because like I said, I don't remember. But point being, like, Googling and seeing like who all's played at the same spot you played on is like super cool. It's like, dang. I mean, like I said, I didn't get to play, but it's still cool.
Yeah, Daniel kind of quit the band for 4 months. This is the first time we've seen Daniel actually.
I've been dead.
Legit.
Time.
That's very true.
Missing the damn
However, anything that we do, whether it's the podcast that we did last week or the performance, we always give Daniel hell some way or another for missing the show. And he's got his invisible cloak on. He's sitting over there in the interview with his invisible cloak. He just doesn't want to talk to anybody. Shit like that. But yeah, this is the first time we've seen Dan in a minute. It's nice. Yeah. It's good to see you healthy, bro.
Oh, dude, when I finally had my negative results and was symptom free for a while, I went to pick up some stuff from the apartment where Bernie and Colton were, and Bernie was like, "Bro, you're gonna get mad roasted." And I was like, "Oh God, here we go."
Well, happy to see that you're doing better.
Caleb almost fired him. Fired Daniel off the band.
Nah.
He's the manager of the band.
Yeah, right. Caleb really is the closest thing we have to a manager.
Yeah.
Right
I didn't ask for that position. I just got to make sure that we're supposed to be when we're supposed to be there.
You never asked for that position. We always just put you there.
It's like him and Bernie just split all that responsibility.
Yeah, they do.
I'll feel bad too. I'll be like, dang, I should do stuff.
They're
And
just
then I don't do anything.
responsible, bro. They're 33
Yeah,
years old. That's why
They're
they're
the
surrounded by all these youngins that don't give a fuck. So
I just don't get it. I think being organized is like a special skill that you can, like, anybody can have it, but him and Bernie are like practiced in it. I'm terrible.
they have like routines and shit. I'm like, fuck a routine. I hate a routine.
Yeah, that's how I'm like. I mean, I'm a Squatch, so I don't really have a daily routine. I just get up and fucking fish when I want to, grab some berries when I want to.
Exactly.
I mean, if I got a shit, I just fucking dig my paw in the ground, drop it, and go.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I know what it's like.
It's just a minimalist. Oh, dang, you beat me to it. I was gonna say it's minimalist life.
Exactly. Now, the first track that we were introduced to here from you guys was Initiation, This Will Destroy Us. And I just absolutely love the guys, or the sound that you guys have had. And again, digging the new song as well. Now, with the music I've heard from you guys, can definitely, hear all of your guys' heavy influences deep within your music. Who do you draw from the most, and who have you been inspired by the most?
Ooh, so many artists, man.
That's a long list.
Yeah, I guess I'll just drop a few names. We love, I love Jack White. I love the Mars Volta. I love Kanye West. A lot of hip hop.
Right.
I don't know if you like. That's why our music is different than everybody's, because we just genre smash shit.
You can definitely tell like which songs Coco had more influence on, or versus
Yes.
which song Bernie had more influence on. I mean, they both meet in the middle somewhere always, but you can definitely tell who's who, because while they both have a lot of the same influences, they both have a lot of different influences, and that shows in what they do when they write. So like when they collide, it always works out in a nice way.
Dude, like in Colton stuff, I can always hear like a lot of Kanye. Like a lot. I'm like, dude,
Like so much.
that's definitely some influence.
I don't
and
even
then with
try.
Bernie.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and with Bernie, in terms of like hip hop artists, I always hear when
Chance
Bernie has a new track, it's always Chance the Rapper every time.
He plays a lot of the same chord progressions and shit. Now, like, that's just how
Yeah.
we grew up, though. Like those gospel licks, it's not even like
Yeah.
it's there. But yeah, I guess Caleb influences Chris.
My influences are, I mean, I draw influences from all kinds of places. Musically, musician-wise, is definitely Aaron Gillespie and Zach Farrow. When it comes to drums, I'm big on that. As far as music goes, I love Under Oath is probably one of my favorite heavier bands. I love Fleetwood Mac. I listen to a lot of Ariana Grande. That new album is dope. Everybody should check it out if you haven't. It's pretty good.
Bro, why you plugging Ariana? You don't even plug Ariana, dog.
Dude, okay. I actually listened to her music outside of her radio hits for the first time a day or two ago. No, it was a day or two ago, because I saw her sing with Thundercat, and then I went down a YouTube rabbit hole of listening to her singing with Mac Miller at live performance.
Fire, the Thundercat Mac Miller thing,
dude. And then after that, I went down a whole rabbit hole of Ariana Grande live performances. And while it's not something I would just like throw on my car radio like every day, like I would like at the drive-in, that girl can sing, bro.
Fuck yeah, she can.
She is nuts, and she puts on a good show live. So I got a whole new respect for her.
Bro, she can hit a whistle note. Like, what the fuck is it?
Like it's nothing.
Like it's nothing.
I would kill to have her voice, dude. I don't even care. She's got a sick voice.
That'd be dope.
Some of my influences range from, I guess, pull a lot more from Tool and Slipknot, but a lot of the daily stuff that I listen to kind of goes from at the drive-in to Mars Volta to Jimi Hendrix to all over the place, honestly.
Oh, dude, Hendrix is a classic, bro.
Always a classic.
Me and Colton and Bernie, when I was living with them, we would just watch videos of Hendrix. We would watch like the Woodstock performance of him and Santana. And
Oh yeah, those are great,
dude.
Usually with my dad.
Yeah. Dude, your dad would like pull up the Who. I'd be like, my God.
He's like, I don't know nothing about this. We're like, what the hell? Yeah, we do.
Bro, I saw them live. I love the Who.
It's more like you don't know nothing about this.
Excellent.
I recently
Even Bob Dylan. Interesting.
Yeah, I recently discovered that Basement had a really big influence on me as a person, like huge. I didn't realize it because
I've always listened to one song.
Yeah, I've always passively listened to their music. I've listened to all their albums, but not actively. Like when I listen to my favorite bands, like At the Drive-In, Volta, everybody talks about them, But whenever I'm listening to them, I'm like really attentive and I'm really, really into it. When I'm listening to Basement, I'm not listening on that same level. It's just like there and I'm enjoying it. It's like head bobbing music. And I like all of their albums hit really hard. Like the way that they're mixed makes my speakers rattle really hard and stuff. And I really like loud music. So I was listening to their album. I don't remember what the album was. It was one of their earlier albums, but hearing a lot of the chord shapes that they use and stuff, I was like, holy cow. Like just realizing how much I had drawn from that. It was crazy.
Right.
Now, what song do you guys feel best encapsulates NYGMA as a whole?
Woo. That's a hard one, bro.
Is the full album still streamable?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want to
Like,
talk
does
about
it have it? Well, it doesn't have to be off Engine, I guess, but it is our best record.
It is definitely the best record.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I don't
think we have a specific one, in my opinion.
No. Because I mean, I don't know. That's just hard. We're a very eclectic band, so it's hard to narrow it down to one song that would either be like our favorite or what we felt represented us the most. I feel, and this is something I've just in the last probably 6-7 years of my life, I've learned to appreciate an artist or a band for their entire record, their entire album, start to finish, like as a whole, versus like trying to pick it apart. And if I can get through an album start to finish and enjoy it like that, then I highly praise whoever that person is that produced and wrote and recorded and all that stuff. So I feel like that's something that we strive for as a band, is because when you start from track 1 and go to track 11, 12, whatever it is, like it's a whole journey. It's all over the place, but not.
If I had to, like, if I was putting this like gun to my head, I had to pick a song or songs. My favorite two are Fake Everything But My Death. We don't really do that one live anymore, but I love that song. In fact, that was the first NYGMA song that I knew every single word to, like front to back. And then
all the time, Danny. You just
Yeah.
haven't been there.
dude, we didn't do it before Chris was in the band. We had done it at the first show that I played with y'all, and then after that, it was all the stuff off the album. But
yeah, we did take a minute where we didn't really play it much.
Yeah, it would either be that one or I'm trying to remember the name of the last song on the album. But
damn.
You have
that. Olafin, yeah.
Olafin, yeah. It would either be that or Olafin, because Olafin like hits me in the heart, dude. I don't know why. I think it's because you have like that monologue at the end where the guy's talking about how much he loves his mom.
And
it's
I
like
just
you meet a woman.
That track has all three of us singing too.
Yeah.
And I like it a lot too, because it's like, oh, Bernie has a nasty beginning, Daniel has a dope thing right there in the middle, and then I sing a piano part at the end. And it's just like,
yeah,
oh, that's an iconic track of us on there.
That piano part that you did, that like every single part of Olafin hits me in the feels, like perfect. So hard. I know that's like an old, like kind of a dead meme term, but like it really does just like get me feeling something. And so when I think about it, I'd probably say Olafin, but in terms of nostalgia, like Fake Everything But My Death, just like Bernie's lyrics on that song are stupid, phenomenal.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Excellent choice there.
And I'll say I wasn't in the band for a while.
Well, no, you were there the first show, so I think you're there. Basically.
Yeah. I just mean like y'all were like I was around when y'all were just showing people, like y'all were just showing me demos and talking to Caleb about maybe doing it more serious, but I wasn't actually playing with y'all or anything yet. And so, and I like
Right.
genuinely like the music. Like people like their own band's music a lot of the time, whether other people like it or not,
Right.
or people will like their own music because they're in their band. Like, you know, whenever, and I'm not trying to say this rudely, I don't mean it rude at all, because it's good to be passionate about a thing that you did. So it's good that someone would feel that way, but someone will be like, dude, you got to check out this thing that me and my band did, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not going to say like, I don't like it. I'll be like, yeah, that's awesome, because you got to support the homies. But there are a lot of times where I'll be like, yeah, it's not my thing, but I support that they're creating. I think that's really cool. Whereas with NYGMA, at first, I really wasn't involved on a musical level. They were just showing me their music before they were releasing it. And I was just like, dude, like Fake Everything But My Death was the first song that I heard that I was like, that's brilliant. It's perfect.
I remember hearing that song. Sorry, I was just going to say, I remember hearing that song and thinking I'm going to die.
Yeah, I remember when I wrote the piano line to that song too. It was like a one-take thing.
Oh, yeah.
And we have a random person was with us too. Well, we know her. We were at church, and she was just watching us just mess around in that song. And we're like, this is going to be the first song of 27 Club. That's crazy, thinking about it. And, yeah.
Such a good song. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Squatch. I was just...
Oh, you're good.
And
No
to
worries,
reiterate the song.
Right, and I can totally, respect the thought, because you guys do have such an eclectic sound, and you guys just hit like all the different corners to not really have one specific song that you feel just really tells everything, because like there's just so many sides to you guys.
Yeah.
Now
I go back to random songs on the album all the time too.
Now, really quick answer here. Best album of 2020. Who is it?
Oh,
All right. Busta Rhymes. Low key.
Really?
He has a great album. He has a great fucking album, yo.
I haven't
thought you
listened
were
to it.
meaning-
Is it good?
Dude, it's fucking dope. It like takes you back to like early 2001 and the late 90s music. It's dope, bro. But I don't know. I don't have a favorite album yet this year.
I don't know if...
Oh, Chicano Batman's new album was fucking fantastic. I think that's my favorite album this year.
Dude, I don't know if I've listened to any albums of 2020. I'm being so... Unless you know remember something I listened to that I...
The Strokes have the best album of 2020. Sorry. I forgot about that album.
Do what?
I said the Strokes have the best album of 2020.
Oh, was that 2020?
Yeah.
Okay, that's definitely been something I listen to every day for
Yeah.
420. I have heard at least one song from that album every single day.
Damn. I kind of ran it into the ground.
Dude, every time we put that album on, you'd be like, it's got to be what's that song you like? The "But I Will Live For You."
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. That one hits me in my heart.
For me, I would probably have to say either Hayley Williams' first solo album or Lady Gaga. Those two would probably be my top two.
I didn't hear her like full album, but the songs I heard were really good.
Which one?
It was one of her. It was two of her singles that I heard, but I don't remember the names.
What artist, Danny?
No, I'm like.
Oh, sorry. It was Hayley Williams.
So the first song she released, I loved it right off the jump. And then she released like 2 or 3 more, and I hated them. And I was like, damn, this record's about to suck. But when you listen to it start to finish, it's like I was saying before, it's like it's a whole piece of art. Like you have to appreciate it for that.
Yeah. And of course, Lady Gaga's always fresh. I love her so much. I didn't realize how much like music I like that's not at the drive-in because I just listen to them every day. And then people will say like Lady Gaga, and I'm like, oh, dude, I fucking love Lady Gaga.
My brother, who is like classic rock all the way, Rush fanatic
Yeah.
type, and he's the biggest Gaga fan.
Skylar or Toby?
Yeah, Skylar.
Skylar.
Skylar has been a Gaga fan since she performed on So You Think You Can Dancing. I believe it was like season 1 or 2, and she performed the very first song she did, the Just Dance.
Right.
And Skylar looked at me and he's like, she's gonna be fucking huge. And Skylar was a massive fan ever since then. And I didn't care for it at the time. But he was right, and he's still a big fan.
I remember watching on Conan or something in 2009. I was in LA and I was like, she's gonna be huge. Like,
Yeah, she was crazy.
Like the next day, dude, her song was like on the radio 24/7.
I remember liking her like right off the cuff, not for her music. I just liked her because she made some of my very, very, very religious family very mad.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'd probably like it.
It was like that music video, and they're sacrificing Jesus or something. Like, I don't know. I remember she wore some kind of like funky dress, like a meat dress or something like that. Meat dress too, yeah.
And my dad was like, she has no class. That's disgusting. And I was like, she's probably cool as hell.
Bro, she has way more money than all of us, so. She can wear a meat dress.
True shit.
I just want to know, like, how'd they package it? Like, that's like a genuine concern. Like, you go around smelling like old ass.
I bet she smelled beautiful too. She smelled like roses. Like, how the fuck did you do that, Lady Gaga?
Now, we do have just a couple minutes here left with you guys. So, really quick, where can the fans find NYGMA?
Anywhere you desire. No, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. Our Instagram is NYGMA Noise.
Yeah, all of our social media is NYGMA Noise, all one word. And you can find our music through all of our social media platforms. You can go to nygmanoise.com, and we have our links on there as well. But yeah, NYGMA Noise, if you search it anywhere, you'll find us.
Except for YouTube, it's NYGMA Band. Sorry to make it complicated for everyone.
I know what it's like. I've got so many different handles because somehow somebody thinks there's another Squatch in the pit, but there's none like me.
Yeah. We got locked out of our first Instagram account. That's why we had to change it to
Oh, yeah.
That's shitty. But again, want to thank you guys for joining us here at Squatch in the Pit. Again,
Thank you so
had the
much.
choice of sitting here with NYGMA from Dallas. And if you guys haven't already, go over to their Facebook, go over to their Spotify, give them a like, give them a follow, and listen to these guys. They're going somewhere.
Right to your ears.
Yes, sir.
In there
Yes, sir.
deep.
Thanks for having us, man.
Thank you guys again.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Peace out.
Later, boys.
Later.
Later.